Hey guys, this is Emily from Emily's Anthology, and today I am back with something that I have promised for such a long time now. I have tried filming it, I think twice already, and those just didn't work out. So I am finally back with another video, and hopefully this turns out well. I am doing the tonal makeup look. I think this look is so pretty because it complements skin tone and really just makes your skin look really healthy and glowing. I absolutely love smoky eyes and nude lips, so this look is a little bit smoky, and of course it features my absolute favorite nude lips. If throughout this video you see me looking above the camera, it's because I am trying out a new camera to film my tutorials, and it has a little flip screen that comes out on the top, so I'm really sorry if I'm looking there too much. So this is the look. I hope you guys like it, and have fun watching. I'm going to start off by moisturizing my face. I'm going to be using my La Mer Soft Moisturizing Soft Cream, sorry. I'm just going to take a dollop out on my hand and just apply it to my face. Next, I want to use a pretty matte, pretty yellow-based foundation. I'm going to be going in with the NARS Sheer Glow, and this is in the color Ceylan. I think that's how you pronounce it. I'm going to be picking it up with my Dior Full Coverage Foundation brush. This is a great brush if you want a really full yet luminous coverage. And I do have a review of it up on my blog. If you're interested, I will pop the review down in the description box for you to follow. Next, I'm going to go in with my Anastasia Beverly Hills palette. This is in Brunette, and I'm going to do my brows. If you want to know how to do your brows, I do have a brow tutorial that I'll just link over here, and you can see how I do my eyebrows. Right, now that the brows are done, I'm going to move on to the eyes. I have a whole bunch of different palettes that I wanted to show you that help create this kind of tonal look. Now, as I mentioned before, you want to choose browns that are really purple based so that they complement your skin tone. If you have, like me, a neutral to warm kind of skin tone. One of the palettes that I really love is this Estee Lauder Bronze Sands palette. I'm not sure if this is limited edition, but if it is, Estee Lauder do come out with different palettes but with the same kind of color combinations and the same kind of color family. So the brown that I want to show you is actually this one over here. Let me just bring it up closer for you. As you can see, it has little specks of purple running through it, and that's the kind of brown that you want to go for. Another really good palette is the Chanel palette, Sable-Emouvant. This is the number 37 eyeshadow duo. I'm just going to show it. Let me just show it to you. And I'm not sure if you can see it, but it also has a brown that has flakes of purple running through it. The final palette that I want to show you is the palette that I'm going to be using, and that is the Chanel Cassia Beige palette. And it just looks like this. And the color that you're going to put all over the center of the lid should be a really warm, biscuity kind of color, just like this one over here, which is the color that I'm going to be using on my lid. And I'm just going to apply that all over the center of the lid. Now, if you have a lighter skin tone, you might want to use a color that's slightly lighter than this one. I'm just lightly blending that color out now, just to get rid of any harsh lines. And now that that's done, I'm going to be taking this little purpley brown color over here on the same flat eyeshadow brush that I used earlier. And I'm going to place that on the outer corner of my eyes, just kind of flicking it out into a little cat shape. No need to be too precise with this because we're going to blend it all out in a bit. And if you have hooded eyelids like I do, then what you want to do is bring it back in on itself, but only into the crease. Just like this. Then take the same fluffy blending brush that you used earlier and just softly blend everything out. Now that that's done, I'm also going to take the same flat eyeshadow brush and pick up the same biscuity toned color over here, and I'm going to run it underneath the eye. Now once you've done that, you want to darken the outer corner of the lower lash line, and I'm going to be picking up the same chocolatey, purpley brown color that I used earlier on the outside corner of the lid, and I'm going to place that on the very outermost corner of the lower lash line, and I'm just going to leave it like that. Next, you want to start on the eyeliner. Now, we're not using traditional black eyeliner with this look because we want to create a really soft, out of focus, really warm kind of look. I'm not sure if I'm making any sense here, but we're going to be lining the eyes with a brown eyeliner. Now, you can go straight into the eyeshadow and start lining your eyes like that, but what I like to do is I like to put down a little base just so it intensifies the color of the brown. You know how I like my really dark eyeliner, so I can't help myself. I'm going to be going in with this Australis 10-hour waterproof eye pencil, and this is in the color Bombastic Bronze. So I'm just going to line the lash line with this and stay pretty close to the lash line. You don't want to take it out too far. And I'm also going to wing it out a little bit at the outer corners. I'm a really big fan of winging out eyeliners because I have a droopy kind of hooded eye. If you have already really winged cat-shaped eyes, then you can skip the wing at the outer corner and just stick to your lash line. Now you want to place an eyeshadow on top of the line that you just applied with the Australis liners. You can use two different types of eyeshadow pencils. I have here the Boots No. 7 Smoky Eye Pencil. This is really good if you want a nice soft line. And I also have my absolute favorite Skin Food eyeliner pencil, eyeliner brush. And this one is also really good for kind of precision lining if you want a smaller, tighter line. If you have small eyes, then I definitely recommend this one, just because it's going to give you a really fine line and make the space on your lids look a little bit bigger. If you have monolided eyes or a hooded eye, I would probably suggest going with this one just because it adds a little bit of smokiness to the eye and gives it a bit more definition. So I'm going to be going in with the Boots No. 7 Smoky eyeliner brush, and I'm going to pick up the same dark purpley brown color. I am going to place it right on top of that line that we placed earlier with the Australis liner. And you'll notice that the bronze eye pencil has made the eyeshadow darker so that it actually stands out in the outer corners where the exact same eyeshadow was placed. And I think I'm going to deepen the bottom lash line a little bit. Right, so the eyes are almost done. Now what I'm going to be doing is applying mascara. I'm using the Clinique High Impact Mascara. And now I'm going to apply a pair of false eyelashes and I will be right back. So as you can see, I just applied my false eyelashes, and you want to try to stick really close to the lash line with this because you don't have a dark eyeliner, so it might look a little bit obvious if you put it too far away from the lash line. And now I'm going to move on to the concealer. I'm going to be using the Collection 2000 Lasting Perfection Concealer. It is a pretty amazing concealer because it has really high pigment in it. So it covers a lot with very little product. I wouldn't recommend it if you have dry skin underneath the eye though, because it is pretty dry. I'm just using it to disguise all my blemishes, and then I'm just gonna blend everything out. Just make sure that there aren't any harsh lines or obvious marks with your concealer. So I've done the concealing, and now I'm going to go in with a very tiny amount of highlight, and I'm going in with this color in the same palette that I used earlier, and I'm just using a pencil brush for this. First, I'm going to place it in the inner corners of my eyes. Now this is a very, very subtle highlight, so you're not really going to see very much, but it does brighten up the eyes a lot. And I'm also going to place it underneath the brow bone. Next, I'm doing blush. Now you really want to take a warm toned blush with this, so peachy colors are the best colors to go with this makeup look. I have two different types of products here. One is the powder blush that I'm going to show you. This is from Sisley, and it is the powder blush duo in peach, and the other one is the Sandler watercolor blush. This is my absolute favorite blush, and the color is Cherub. Now I think I'm going to be going with Cherub just because I'm also going to be using a cream-based bronzer to contour, so everything is going to go together pretty well. I'm just going to pour a bit of the product out on the back of my hand, and I'm picking it up with a blush brush from the Royal & Langnickel line. This is their Silk line. And I want to place it pretty high on the cheeks, taking it all the way towards the temples. Don't worry if you get too much product on your cheeks. All you have to do is go back in with your foundation brush and just lightly kind of brush over the area that you want to lighten up. Moving on to the cream contour now. Most of you should already know the product that I'm going to show you. It is the Tom Ford Shade and Illuminate palette, and I'm going to be using the shading color on a Real Techniques contour brush. Just going to swirl my brush into the product, tap the excess off on the back of my hand, and lightly, very, very lightly contour underneath the cheekbones, onto the temples, and underneath the jawline. I am also going to very, very lightly contour along the bridge of my nose just to give my nose a little bit more definition. Now I want to bring everything together and make it look really soft and kind of out of focus, so I'm going to be using the Ben Nye Banana Luxury Powder. I know this is a huge jar of it. I didn't realize how big it was when I got it, but I'm pretty happy that I got it because this is a pretty good powder in my opinion. So I'm just swirling my brush into some of the product on the cover, tapping off the excess, and just lightly brushing it all over my face. Now to finish the whole look off, I have the Kryolan High Gloss, and this is in the color Toffee. Now, because it's so pigmented, I only applied very, very little to the center of my lips, and I'm just blending it out with my finger. So this is my finished tonal makeup look. I really hope you guys enjoyed this. This is one of my absolute favorite looks to wear, and it is really, I guess, season neutral because it fits both spring and autumn and winter seasons, and I just really love it, and I hope you guys liked it too. If you did, please subscribe up above and like down below. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye!